everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Thursday and it's May 20th. Now we have one meeting to tell you about today, and it is the United Governing Docs Review meeting, and that will be able to be seen on lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings, so you could follow along there. And on our show today, we have Memorial Care with Dr. Abbas, and great information from him, so stay tuned for that. And then we have Thrive with Paul Ortiz, and you can learn all about their motto as we go forward for the year 2021. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our vaccination information that we normally give you. Of course, things are really readily available now. You can go to athena.com and register for the pods that are still operating now through the end of the month. Vaccinefinder.org, where you can find all of the in-stock vaccines at your local grocery stores and pharmacies. And if you want additional information, go to ochealthinfo.com. All right, well, our fog is burning off quite a bit faster this morning, so we should see those nice sunny skies earlier than yesterday. We are looking at a high of only about 70 today, but we are going to look at some cloudy skies, 56. Tomorrow, a tad cooler, 69, 58. Saturday, we are looking for additional clouds again, 67, 52. Sunday, mostly sunny, 72, 56. And Monday, mostly sunny with a nice warm 80, 63. Our sunrise this morning was 5:47, and our sunset will be at 7:49, and I just love these cute little doggies, Pomeranians. Today is National Rescue Dog Day, so if you rescued a dog, we appreciate that, and give your doggie a nice big hug for me. All right, when we come back, we'll have Dr. Abbas, so stay tuned. Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Dr. Ahmad Abu Abbas, otherwise known as Dr. Triple A, and he is here on behalf of Memorial Care Saddleback Medical Center. Well, Dr. Abu Abbas, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me. Very excited.
I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Welcome to our show. I know it's the first time that you've been with us, and I really do appreciate you joining us. And here to talk about a very serious subject, but a great procedure that can help with this. And of course, we are talking about pancreatic cancer and the Whipple procedure. But before we get into that, please tell me a little bit about yourself and how long you've been with Memorial Care.
Sure. So as you said, my name is Ahmad Abu Abbas, or some people like to call me Triple A here. I did general surgery training, and also I did liver and pancreas surgery training in Detroit, in one of the big institutions there, Henry Ford Hospital. Mm-hmm. And I practiced there for a few years. And then in 2018, I moved to Southern California, and I joined a private practice group. And I've been working at Saddleback since then. My main specialty is liver and pancreas cancer. But I am also a general surgeon, and I also do general surgery. So I do my other really passion is robotic surgery. So I do a lot of minimally invasive robotic surgeries. I do hernias, gallbladders, colon cancer. But my main passion again is the liver and pancreas, and I've been doing all my pancreas surgeries on the robot, which is a really great technique, and patients have been doing really very well.
Yeah, I've heard about some of the robotics and how it does help with their recovery times, and obviously the procedures are a bit more precise using that. Now, what is our pancreas used for?
Well, our pancreas, if you don't mind, I have this little 3D model that I brought with me. The pancreas looks something like that. It's this little organ, looks like fatty lobular organ. It has a head, we call this a head, and this is the body and tail. And it is located in the upper abdomen, right behind the stomach. It's surrounded, this is called the duodenum, which is the first part of the intestine. It just wraps around the head, and this is called the head of the pancreas, and this is the body and tail.
Yes.
And the pancreas is a very important organ. It serves two main functions. The first one is we call exocrine, which is basically it secretes digestive enzymes, and it helps us digest food, especially fatty food. And it makes all kinds of different enzymes. It digests protein, fat, and the other really important role is endocrine, which the pancreas secretes insulin, and another hormone has the opposite effect of insulin called glucagon. So basically, the job of the pancreas is to regulate the blood sugar levels. By secreting one of two of those hormones. So someone without pancreas, they will have very bad diabetes. They will need insulin injections.
Right. Now we're talking about pancreatic cancer. So,
yes.
At what point would you know you have pancreatic cancer?
That's the challenge with diagnosing pancreatic cancer. Most of the time, the symptoms start vague. That's the case with most cancers. Usually the cancers are small and they don't cause any symptoms until they grow to a certain size and cause symptom by blocking structures. Most patients that I see, they always have some weird abdominal complaints, bloating, something. They think it's something they ate, But something you ate, it should go away in a day or two, but it lasts for a week or two, and then symptoms start worsening. So basically, a big symptom of pancreatic cancer is what we call jaundice. If you don't mind, I'm going to show you again. So this is the pancreas here. This is called the bile duct. This green tube is the bile duct. It's a tube that connects the liver to the pancreas. So usually pancreatic cancer start in this area, and they actually block the bile duct. So when they block the bile duct, basically there is backup of bile in the body. And that basically, so what happens, patient's skin and eyes turn yellow.
Oh, wow.
And their urine turns also dark.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it's amazing to me. I've had a few patients who actually did not notice it until someone told them.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, that's kind of a you'd think you would notice that your eyes were turning yellow. That's exactly wild. That's wild. Now, what kind of screening? Is there some sort of preliminary screening that you can do?
There is screening for pancreatic cancer, but pancreatic cancer itself it's rare.
Yeah.
It's only 13 in 100,000 individuals get pancreatic cancer. So the lifetime incidence is like 1 in 80. So it's not really recommended to screen everyone for pancreatic cancer, because also on the other hand, it is the screening really is an invasive test.
Right.
Usually what's recommended for screening is something called endoscopic ultrasound, where it has to be a very specialized gastroenterologist. They would go into the stomach and use a special device that has an ultrasound and look at the pancreas from inside the stomach.
Okay.
So we do screen. Actually, we are working on developing a screening program here locally, but we recommend screening for people who either have a strong family history of pancreatic cancer or have some genetic predisposition, like some kinds of breast cancer, some kinds of known gene mutations in the family, or some kinds of colon cancers that can be associated, or someone who's had 2 or more relatives that had pancreatic cancer.
Okay.
Because the screening is intensive and it can be invasive and it's low yield.
Okay.
So it's not recommended.
Now, there is a procedure once someone has found out that they do have pancreatic cancer. The Whipple procedure, please tell me what that is.
Of course, and that's my specialty. So the Whipple procedure, the name Whipple, basically surgeon named Whipple back in the, like 100 years ago, who started doing this surgery.
Okay.
And that's basically what it is. So again, to my model here. So this, the whole pancreas is this organ. The cancer can arise in the body and tail. If it arises here, you can remove this part. That's easier than a Whipple. A Whipple surgery is basically only for cancers that are here in the head of the pancreas. Because of the location of the head of the pancreas, it's surrounded by this intestine. This intestine is really inseparable from the pancreas. And there is the bile duct also that drains from the liver in the same area. So you basically have to remove all that. And that's why this surgery is complicated. So you have to remove the duodenum, the first part of the intestine, the head of the pancreas. You have to remove the gallbladder, this is the gallbladder, and cut the bile duct here. So, and a small part of the stomach. Wow. And then you have to reattach all these to intestine. That's what makes this surgery very extensive. And also, it can be also a difficult surgery. You need extra training. See this blue part here? This is called the portal vein. It's a very big vein that drains from the intestines to the liver. And it's very close to the tumor. And so you have to really be very careful. Bleeding can be deadly during surgery from this.
Right. Well, so that's why it's good to have the robotic system, right?
Exactly. Right. I mean, so most centers around the country, even me, my training was to do this open, which is a perfectly fine technique because it is a very critical surgery. It involves a lot of work inside the abdomen.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of reconnection that need to be done. So the standard of care across the country, and it has been done for 100 years, is by the open approach.
Okay.
The robot came along, and of course, the robotic surgery started with smaller cases. And also, even me in my training, I started doing smaller cases like gallbladder or hernia surgery on the robot. But eventually, I had a great experience doing the Whipple open and a great experience with the robot. I was able to combine the two, and it has been great. I've done a good number of surgeries on the robot. It has changed. This surgery means the patient is in the hospital for 2 weeks in the ICU open. When you do it open,
yeah,
they are in the ICU for 2 days. It takes very long recovery. I did one robotically last week on Wednesday. Yesterday, the patient sent me a picture of her doing laundry at home.
What? Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's really good news.
Exactly. When I used to do them open, patient would be in the hospital, still in the hospital.
Oh, well, that's great. I mean, you know what? With the advancement of all of these technologies, hopefully going forward, they will be able to find a better way to screen pancreatic cancer and help people along before.
For sure.
Yeah. Wow, that's great. Gosh, thank you so much for the information. I appreciate it.
Of course.
You know, before I let you go, what are some things that people can do to reduce the risk of pancreatic cancer?
Pancreatic cancer, the risk factors we know of, some of them are you cannot change, like old age. You know, so pancreatic cancer is very rare before 40, and then it goes, and then usually the median age is around 65 plus. It's more common in males and more common in African Americans. So those factors you cannot change, but there are some weak associations with smoking, with obesity, and also with alcohol intake, because what alcohol intake can cause pancreatitis, and recurrent attacks of inflammation in the pancreas can eventually lead to cancer. So those are risk factors that people can do to mitigate that. And definitely early diagnosis is key.
Okay.
Pancreatic cancer is such a deadly disease because most of the time, most patients, like for me, I see 10 patients until I find one that can go to surgery.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 1 out of 10. So really early diagnosis. So patients in their 60s, 70s, when they're not feeling like seek medical attention earlier. Like don't freak out. Not every day, but like if you have basically an upset stomach that doesn't resolve in a day or two, it means that a new onset diabetes or weight loss or jaundice. All those symptoms, they should prompt early basically medical intervention. And we're hoping in the future that gene therapy and genetics will play a role. We'll find genes that cause pancreatic cancer. There are some, but we don't have it for the majority of pancreatic cancer. And hopefully those targeted therapies the future is promising.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you explaining all of this.
Thank you very much for having me today.
You're welcome.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Paul Ortiz, who is the General Manager of Village Television. But today he is here on behalf of Thrive. Well, Paul, I don't think we ever get to sit in this situation, so this is great.
Yeah, it's good to be on the set and talk a little bit about something else in Village Television. Thrive has been a process that we've been through for a long time now. It actually started with Humans in New York. That was a book that was pretty popular in 2010. And a lot of residents in the community thought, well, wow, we could do something like that here in Laguna Woods. And about 3 to 4 years later, we started Thrive. And this Thrive, at first it was a committee, and then it became kind of a task force. And now we're kind of just the Thrive project. So we work on different things. The centenarian program was something we produced about 2 years ago.
Right.
And that was very popular. We got to meet a lot of different people. And luckily, we have the support of the video club to put those kind of programs together. And that got us some traction and got some feel-good things, because that's really what Thrive is about. It's trying to get people. There's so much negativity, right, in social media and television, that we all thought, like, let's bring something positive, and let's focus on people in our community that are really prospering during their time here in Laguna Woods Village. And that's really the main objective of Thrive the last couple of years, and the centenarian program was a great example of that.
And now I also interview other people who are part of Thrive, like Beth Perrick, who I interviewed last time. And you have kind of a campaign. Kindness was one, and then now we're going to go into kindness and resilience. I think because of COVID-19, there's been a lot of great stories that have come out of that.
Right, and that's kind of this process. So we had a lot of, like I said, traction with the centenarian program, and then we had some projects we wanted to work on, and then the COVID hit, and that kind of like set us back again. But now we're really ramping up that we can talk about kindness and resilience and stamina and some of the things that we're able to work with the recreation department. As the community starts to open, that's going to be our entry to really getting the message out that we want to the community. So, hopefully once we have Woodstock and some of the baby boomer events and some of the health expos out in the community, we'll have a little table or a little booth set up with some of our stuff and kind of talk to people about how they can be a part of Thrive. We're always looking for residents that are having a story. Cindy Whitney is on our task force as well, and she does a great job of interviewing guests. So we get to hear their story about, what have they been doing to really, get through this COVID, and really what are they doing to thrive each day, not just playing golf, but, maybe helping, your neighbor or traveling somewhere and getting food for somebody. Yeah, those are the stories we're looking for.
So there was a situation where we were actually looking for volunteers to help people who were maybe stuck at their home to be able to get the vaccination. So, and a lot of people did come forward to help those people, and that way we were able to visit them personally to give them the vaccine. So that's probably one of those stories.
Yeah, those are exactly the kind of stories that we're looking for, and we're hoping to continue with not only the members in our task force, but obviously as the word gets out, we'll be able to kind of encourage other people to, participate. Participating is the big key, when we're trying to put a campaign together.
Right.
The Video Club is also doing some wonderful PSAs. Tom just gave me 5 new ones yesterday. So you'll be seeing that on the cable networks and on Village Television. And it's mostly encouragement and quotes, I had done a video for Thrive's about a year or so ago, and it showed all of California. I just wanted to just give people, a different perspective. Everybody's kind of stuck at home, especially back in March and April of last year. And so we put a bunch of quotes that had Thrive within the quotes, and that was kind of, that actually received a nice response from the community. And now the Video Club, and Tom Nash especially, is producing little PSAs like that. And then, of course, we have our Thrive program, and that airs every Thursday at 9:30. And Scott Marvel has been our producer since the very beginning. Right. And his shows just get better and better and better. And unfortunately, with COVID, we've had to do show a lot of reruns just because, we're not making contact with people yet. Right. But that just tells you how good a job Scott Marvel did with these programs, because they're really evergreen, because they can last forever, because he's just telling stories about the Aquadettes or traveling or another resident or friendship that they have. And that show does air every Thursday at 9:30 here on Village Television, and it's well watched, and we're proud to have it.
Well, it sounds great, and I'm sure you guys have a lot going on for the rest of the year, and we look forward to seeing more of that.
Absolutely. You'll see more PSAs on Village Television and throughout the cable networks. And then as soon as we heard Jeff Parker say recently, as soon as some of the facilities start to open up, we'll slowly start to ramp up our campaigns, and we'll be sure to get that information out to our community, and hopefully they'll be able to help us out as well.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And remember that the Thrive campaign for this year is kindness and resilience. We'll be right back.
Introducing Raya's Paradise San Clemente. Boasting a total of 50 luxurious apartments, Raya's Paradise is complete with a multitude of amenities, including a rooftop lounge, restaurant, fitness studio, outdoor courtyards, and beauty salon. Embrace the San Clemente lifestyle with stunning ocean views and the look and feel of a high-end resort. Our doors will be opening soon. Visit us online or call for more information. Raya's Paradise, a tradition of quality care.
Welcome back. Just a few announcements I wanted to share with you today. This afternoon is the fall prevention program that is done virtually through our social services department, and they're going to talk all about, of course, falls, way to prevent them, what happens if you do have that happen. So if you want to participate, that is this afternoon from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. You want to give them a call, 949-597-4267 to get that Zoom link so you can participate. Now, also, the 3rd is having their election again, but of course it is for something different this time. They are going to have a town hall May 21st, and that is tomorrow, and that will be at 9:30 in the morning following the morning broadcast of ThisDay, and that'll be right here on Village Television, so you're going to want to tune in to see that. Also, the town halls are happening starting tomorrow as well, and that is going to be tomorrow from 4 to 5 p.m. and then Friday again, the May 28th, 4 to 5 p.m. And of course, that is talking all about how scams are targeting older Americans. And Katie Porter goes over all the different types of scams that you need to be aware of. And there have been significant amounts of money that have been stolen from people who are falling for these kinds of scams. So you may want to tune into that. That would be a really good idea. All right, the old pros are doing something super fun. They are doing a salute to Old Broadway, and you can see that on Sunday night at 7 p.m. right here on Village Television. And they sing songs from all the different great musicals like The Producers, Chicago, Guys and Dolls, and it's super funny. So you may want to definitely tune into that. It's great, great time. Okay, let's also talk to you a little bit about the Senior Summit, which is going to be next week, and that is airing one more time right here on Village Television. That'll be at 1:30 in the afternoon. However, if you don't catch that one, you can always go to the website, which is ocseniorsummit.com. All right, and then the Theater Guild is doing their funny videos where people have sent in videos of their grandchildren doing funny things, and that's going to be happening today, and that will be later on. So you may want to send a note to Sarah Lipner at splipner@gmail.com to get the link for that fun activity that's going to be happening later today. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather one last time. It is already burning off, so we are expecting some nice sunny skies with some clouds today. We're looking at 70, 56. Tomorrow, 69, 58, 67, 52. Sunday, 72, 56, and then Monday, 80, 63. So it'll be a nice day today. Get out and enjoy the nice weather, maybe a walk in the village or hanging out with some of your friends, because that we can do now. All right, have a great day in the village, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
During the pandemic, thousands turned to AgeWell for help. Since March of last year, AgeWell has provided Orange County seniors with more than 40,000 grab-and-go lunches, 500,000 home-delivered meals, as well as transportation and case management services. We were there for you then, and we're here for you now. Stay strong. Stay well. Age well. Learn more about our services or how to get involved today at myagewell.org.
City of Hope is speeding cancer research and treatment to Orange County.
Hope allows patients to know that they can get through the process and be okay. Because if you lose hope, then you really are not fighting. And so hope is extremely important in a patient who's diagnosed with cancer.
I just love that ring. Where'd you get it?
I got it at the jewelry box. I saw it on Facebook, and then I went in and bought it. They have the most unique, awesome pre-owned pieces for amazing prices.
The Jewelry Box of Lake Forest, voted best jewelry store in Orange County for 8 straight years, offering unmatched prices on fine jewelry and watches, refurbished to new condition.
Visit us in our store or shop our website for just arrived items.
The Jewelry Box. It's about trust.
Welcome back. 7A Dental is making a difference. Doctor, please tell us about how you're helping parents and children. Mom.
We know preventive dentistry is the key. Starting now, all children 15 years and younger will receive a free dental exam. If work is needed on your children, we will use our resources to help find funding.
Thank you, doctor. Okay, parents, give your child the 7A Dental smile.